Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us at 7. I'm Tracey McCain.
And I'm Caitlin Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax. A lot to talk about. But first, let's say hello to meteorologist Scott Gagliardi. Get a check on that first alert forecast. Hey, good morning, Scott. Another
good morning.
Crazy mild day out there.
Crazy mild. I mean, we're going to be about 10 degrees cooler than yesterday.
Yeah.
That's still 15 degrees above average. So It shows how. What was the temperature yesterday?
Like 84 was the high, right?
It was exactly 84.
That was good. We both knew.
I know. And Scott says we never listen, so this is good.
I was going to say, this is proof that you do listen. And it was a record. I mean, it was the latest 80-degree day we've ever had.
Yeah.
And it tied the record for the hottest November day. We just set that record 5 days ago.
So crazy.
I mean,
twice in 1 week.
Records.
Twice in a week.
Look, math.
Tracy, you are on it. Just showing off.
It's 7 too. You're doing good.
Don't ask me to multiply.
Wow.
You're holding. Heard that. Temperatures out there right now, it's still, so the 58 that you see in Windsor Locks is still 2 degrees above where we should be for the afternoon, or even 3. I think our average high temperature today is 55. So ridiculously warm. It's the way things will stay. The elevated fire weather concerns stick with us throughout the next day or so. Maybe red flag warnings tomorrow once again as we watch our wind speeds pick up once again. Wind speeds out there now calm. But as far as the temperatures, notice the 50s to near 60. Where you see 40s, you could encounter some fog. I saw some on my drive in today. Temperatures climb, though, another 15 to near 20 degrees, ending up near 70 for later on today. But there's a slight shower chance in our forecast. I'll let you know when we can expect it, and if there's any cool down, all that coming up in just a few minutes. Good morning, Kate.
Hey, good morning, Scott. Good morning, everyone. We've got a first alert here for you. This is in Southington. You can see that crash scene happening right here. This is 84 westbound. So let's zoom you in here to the area. This is right between exits 32 and 31. That right lane is blocked off, and it looks like they're getting people through on that far left-hand lane even this morning. So expect some delays as you're heading out the door through Southington. Again, this is 84 westbound, right between exits 32 and 31. So I'll get you another update on that coming up in just a few. Rest of the state is moving along. No real other issues out there. We are seeing some real typical delays, though, especially building through the capital city region. Just about a 30-minute ride here, or 35-minute ride, I should say, 84 eastbound, Waterbury into Hartford, and then New Haven to the George Washington Bridge, approaching that 100-minute ride. On 95 southbound, the Parkway also backing up. Again, I'll continue to follow that first alert that we're following for you in Southington with that crash. Another update coming up in just a few. I'm Caitlin Francis with your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
Right now, police and fire crews are investigating a car fire in Simsbury that sent one person to the hospital with serious burns.
This all happened at a home on Quarren Hunt Road Wednesday night. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones has more on where that investigation stands this morning.
Now that it's a little bit lighter outside, you can see the damage at the home behind me. There is siding of that garage kind of falling off. It's patched up a little bit. There's some obvious dark char marks, and it also smells like fire out here. Now, at this time, police and fire crews are both trying to figure out how exactly this fire started and what led up to the chaotic scene. Fire crews were called to a home on Quarren Hunt Road at 4:40 Wednesday afternoon for reports of a car on fire in the driveway. Multiple departments helped extinguish the flames, which spread to the garage, brush, and surrounding grassy areas. Neighbors tell Channel 3 they tried to help a man seriously burned by the fire, adding he was flown to the hospital by Lifestar for medical treatment. At this time, investigators do not believe the man is a resident of that home. The fire chief tells us crews were fortunately able to mitigate property damage.
But we were able to limit the fire to the garage area and keep the doors closed so there's no smoke damage inside the home.
Police are still working to learn the connection between the man who was burned and the home at which the fire happened, and the cause of the fire is still under investigation. In Simsbury, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
2 hours here, President Joe Biden set to address the country. It's happening at 11 o'clock this morning from the White House. And of course, we'll bring it to you live when it happens.
Well, this morning, people are processing the results that just happened 24 hours ago. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Olivia Schuler has more on how you're feeling.
Caitlin and Tracy, it's really a mixed bag of reaction. On one hand, we have people that are really excited and hopeful, and on the other hand, we have some people that are upset about the election and are trying their best to move forward. Now, here at the Trump memorabilia store in Vernon, it was packed yesterday, and today it is most likely going to be a similar story. But as I mentioned, not everyone is thrilled about the outcome of this election. You can see some graffiti up on the building there. That's been up since October. Now, the outcome of this election are what some people are calling a historic political comeback. To many, this comes as a shock. To others, this win was expected. Many people we spoke to took the day off from work to take in the news. Others are overwhelmed with joy and are excited for what the former president will do with 4 more years in the White House.
Today has been absolutely awesome, and the last 3 days before the election, the store was mobbed too.
Pray and hope that he will have a softening of heart, that he will see, that he will use the power of his office to make a difference in the lives of everyday people.
The Biden administration says they're planning for a peaceful transition of power, and there is a 75-day transition that will now take place, and Inauguration Day is on January 20th. In Vernon, Olivia Schuler, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Connecticut's top officials weighing in on the election results.
Some of them say they're disappointed, and some disagree and say there's a reason that the nation didn't go blue.
We're going to fight like heck to protect our Connecticut values every day.
Clearly, Kamala Harris never connected with voters, and her policies, or what she called her policies, really weren't policies that voters were interested in, and didn't believe that would, impact their lives in a positive way.
Top state Democrats are praising a peaceful and smooth election, and they say they're looking forward to a peaceful transition of power.
Meanwhile, President-elect Trump and his team are moving forward with those transition plans for his second term in the White House. Yesterday, the Trump campaign announced that the transition team will be headed by former WWE President Linda McMahon and Howard Lutnick.
Both Vice President Harris and President Joe Biden called President-elect Trump to congratulate him yesterday. They say they're committed to assisting him with a peaceful transfer of power. Well, this morning in New Britain, a man will face a judge accused of crashing into a state trooper's car and killing him earlier this summer.
Police say Alex Oyola Sanchez crashed into state trooper Aaron Pelletier's cruiser on 84 in Southington back in May and then took off. He has already pleaded not guilty to several charges, including manslaughter with a motor vehicle. We'll bring you updates later today. Well, happening right now, a man is awaiting sentencing after being convicted of murdering a man after an argument. 25-year-old Quincy Caraway was found guilty of shooting and killing Courtney Jones back in October of 2020. Caraway will face sentencing in New Britain Superior Court in January.
Well, this morning, a police officer in Hamden is on administrative leave and facing charges after police say she misused an official computer system. Officer Jennifer King is out on bond right now, but she's accused of using the state collect system to research someone for personal reasons. The criminal investigation that was opened last month is ongoing.
Well, this weekend in Waterbury, big smiles and big savings ahead as dentists from across our state teaming up and opening the doors of an annual free dental clinic.
So there's enough space at Wilby High School November 9th and 10th to help 1,700 people get the free dental help they need, from exams to extractions, cleanings and fillings. The care is free. All you have to do is show up.
Every year it's life-changing. Watching those people get their partials, watching those people smile. Everybody smiles. They have this broken tooth in their front that has been broken for years, and they get it fixed, and they're so happy.
The Connecticut Mission of Mercy Free Dental Clinic is happening November 9th and 10th at Wilby High School in Waterbury, as we mentioned.
So really important here, they're taking people first come, first serve. Those doors open at 7 a.m. both days, but if history proves itself true again, people will line up really early in the morning, so make sure you get there as early as possible. Head to our website, WFSB.com, for more info.
And the weather on the 9th and the 10th this weekend, it looks excellent out there. Once again, we're talking mild temperatures, so no excuse not to head out to that clinic. As far as what we can expect, though, or what we should be seeing, we should have temperatures in the 30s this morning and then 50s in the afternoon. Well, we have temperatures right now already in the 50s, even near 60. Check out Waterbury, 60 there, 40s though from Tolland through Willimantic, down through Norwich and Groton. The mild spot is Bridgeport at 62. Notice there's a couple clouds out there. We had the passage of a cold front. Once again, it came through dry. Here's a look at your temperatures today, 65 to near 70 for inland towns, even along the shoreline. We're looking at the low 70s once again, so very similar along the shoreline to what you saw yesterday. But we do have a slight shower chance in the forecast, and I'll let you know when you can expect it and when we can expect at least a slight cool down. All that coming up with your full First Alert forecast.